with Thermo Systems for 9 years now, just 2 months over, so I recently had my anniversary.
I have been working with Thermo Systems a little over 12 years.
I've been with Thermo for 8 years now. Started in May of 2011, I think.
I've been with Thermo Systems for almost 4 years, and I'm based out of the New York office.
How did my career at Thermo come about? It's actually probably a little different than most, actually. I was working out on a job site. I was a union electrician at the time, working on a job site. I remember getting word that a job contractor was coming on site. We needed to hook up his trailer. It ended up being Dave Musto, the CEO of the company now. Over the course of that year, I was elevated into a controls foreman for the project and actually worked very closely with Dave for the better part of a year, and then ultimately Stan Hilton as well on the controls installation for a brand new chilled water plant at Merck & Company in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. We got to know each other very well, spent a lot of time together, and then ultimately at the close of that project, I made an offhanded comment something along the lines of, if you're ever looking for a new employee or anything like that, and he actually looked at me and he said, are you serious? And yeah, I said, actually, I'm very serious. He says, I'll tell you what, why don't you come in and meet my partner, Greg Smith, and 17 years later, here I am.
What drew me to Thermo Systems was the diverse clientele that we service. I thought it was really interesting, the types of clients we have and the work we did on the multiple industries, all the way from pharma to power, and then even food and bev. We really have a wide reach, and I was just impressed by that and wanted to see more.
It's nice that Thermo Systems has, every once in a while, annual training and barbecues. It's very nice coming to an office where I'm actually friends with my coworkers, and everyone is friendly with each other enough to hang out after work.
So I came out of Rutgers with a mechanical engineering degree and really very limited knowledge of controls. I didn't know what PLC stood for during my interview, or even my first day actually, I remember. The first time I was handed a multimeter, I put the red in the black and the black in the red. So everything I know about controls and the electrical side of the business, I learned through Thermo Systems, through my mentors and the training here.
One of the challenges when a company grows is maintaining our culture. We've got a culture of teamwork, working together, a culture of doing what's right for the customer. And as the business expands geographically and in headcount, maintaining that culture, maintaining that focus is a challenge, but the team we have at Thermo consistently, year over year, as we continue to add headcount, keeps that at the forefront. Today we're looking at some of the control panels our teams designed and built for the Hudson Yards project in Manhattan. What Thermo's doing for this project is building the microgrid controls that are going to power one of the largest retail mixed-use developments being built in Manhattan right now.
My favorite thing about the Thermo culture is definitely the people, and being here for the past 10, 11 years, watching the company grow. And we've still been able to maintain that culture, that tight-knit culture where everyone takes care of each other and communicates and works well together. That's really what I love about it.
People always ask me, what's the culture of Thermo Systems? Wow, that's a hard one to answer, because in order to actually to know what the culture is, you got to come down and feel it. And we do a lot of cool things here. It's all about, I always tell people at Thermo Systems, it's all about the people. Without the people, all the great things you see here, it wouldn't be possible.
My experiences here is, when we came in, it was a small group of people, really just trying to figure things out. We were new to running a business. really the sky was the limit of what we could do here. So to look at where we are all these years later, I mean, I've grown professionally. I know so much more about the industry we do. I think I've grown in my management style. You know, I've had a lot of years of experience now in growing a team and cultivating a team. And it's funny to go back and look at where we were then and where we are now, and just to see the evolution of how the company's come along, and just what we thought we were doing great things then. And to look at it now and how much we've grown is like mind-boggling. It's almost embarrassing to go back and say, wow, we thought we knew what we were doing at that point in time, and you know, what a difference we've made, you know, coming along now. So that's what I would say, how I feel about that.
Hands down, what's made us successful over the last 20 years is the people we have on this team. The people that have come here to just give 110% to each other, to the customers. That's what differentiates Thermo, is the people.
One more time. You get to the top of the roller coaster. All right, kids, you get to the top of the roller coaster. You put your hands on, close your eyes, yeah! All right, now let's do the video.